Don't need no bad company. Rescue me, yeah. I need a change of scenery. Somewhere new where I can breathe. Don't need no bad company. Mixing designers for a fly fit. That's the first thing I think of.
It's good that you're actually staying busy during the quarantine because a lot of people they weren't able to create the way that they normally would.
Oh, this is the best way to create though, because now everyone's inside. You get to think. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's a lot going on, but I'm an introverted person anyways, so
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with the whole quarantine. This is what I want to do. I'm fine performing on live, away from people. I'm fine with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm liking where this is going right now.
Me
I'm really
too.
liking where this is going.
Yeah, so you've been able to write, like you have
I'm
a
eating too.
studio in your house?
Sorry, I had to eat. I don't have a official studio, but I do have some things that I record with because I recorded my whole album on my
Nice.
phone and my old Galaxy. Actually, I recorded it, then I engineered it on my laptop, some old ass laptop. So
Wow.
I make it happen. I can't afford studio time,
Mm-hmm.
so and even though not only that, I'm a person that's very hands on with
Gotcha.
everything. Like even the beginning of my career, I direct most of my videos. I edit, I design most of my art. I edit all my artworks, flyers, whatever.
Mm,
And when I'm in a studio, my time is limited because time is money. So
yeah.
I can't spend the amount of hours I really want to spend in the studio because
That's
I'm
true.
competing with time right now. So my problem, so pretty much it's like I'm not rushing, but it's like, okay, so I have to make sure I get this down packed before. And then when I go home now, I think about something I want to change. And then like when I think
Mm.
about something, I want to hop on it right away. Like right away. So when I'm recording myself, I spend as much time as I want. I go back to it as much time as I want. It could be in the middle of the night. I'm like, yo, I'm listening to. I'm like, yo, I should have said this. I will really go and just record this one line real quick and kind of like mix it, and then I just like that. That's it.
Nah, I think that's so dope, because it's true. A lot of times I do wonder with music artists if you're being pressured, and I've been in studio sessions too that go for hours. And I'm like, yo, they're not taking
Hours.
breaks because they paid for that time. So I get why they're not taking a break. But even me sitting there on the side, I'm like, you're not tired.
No,
I'm
it's
like,
a
this is a
different
lot.
feeling. It's a different feeling when you're behind the booth because it's something you
Yeah.
want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I can understand you like
Yeah.
think on the outside. It's like okay, you know what I mean? But yeah. I enjoy the studio vibe though. I like the vibe of it and everything, the lights, pitching nice. But listen, if I had the choice to like live in the studio, stay in the studio, I would do it. Like I would be recording nonstop,
Yes. That's that real
nonstop.
artist stuff. Yes.
hmm
Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out Music is
Shout
Terry.
out to
Shout out to
y'all.
all of y'all.
Thanks
Yes.
for joining. Thanks for joining.
Big fact. So, we got to get into Don't Get No Realer Than This. I loved it.
Yes.
I loved
Thank
it.
you. I appreciate it.
Yes. So, I got to ask you, these songs, did you make it before quarantine or after? Because, like, for example, Prayed Up. I was like, okay, this is a perfect song for right now.
Isn't it, right? But,
Yeah.
but you know what? It's crazy. Most of the songs, yes, definitely recorded before this all this shit happened. My album was supposed to drop a month ago or 2 months ago, whatever. So this quarantine kind of messed up my whole rollout
Mm,
plan and release plan. But you know what? I think it still went in my favors. I'm glad it went this way. I think it dropped at the right time. Don't get no real in this. A lot of real shit
facts.
going on, and that's exactly what the title is about. It's about just like, it's real shit. Just me being unapologetically myself. But to answer your question, the Sprayed Up is probably the only song that I recorded after during this whole quarantine.
Oh, you did?
Since I still had time because of this whole thing going on, I didn't
Hmm.
want to release it. It made no sense to release it. Now we got things to focus on. Nobody really focused on music like that.
That's
The
true.
music industry went down. We all had to take a pause on everything right now on our everyday life. So So during that time, I already had the song set. I'm like, yo, I want to make like this. It kind of inspired Prayed Up. This whole thing inspired Prayed Up. So I'm speaking personal situation. I'm speaking the world. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
speaking about the world.
Nah, that's a fact, and I'm so happy to know that because I'm telling you, I felt the energy when I started listening to Prado. I was like, okay, this is perfect for right now. So I love the fact that you actually took the time out to
And
put something else.
and let me just pitch you on real quick too. I'm supposed to record the video for Prayed Up this weekend.
Hey, okay,
Yeah, that
yes.
wasn't planned. Like I said, everything just happened spontaneously. I'm going with the vibe, the flow, because there's a lot going on. So I'm really just like I said, my whole rollout plan kind of switched. But I'm still happy where things are going. Like I said. So this weekend I'm supposed to be shooting that. So yeah, gotta go.
Yo, I
Something
cannot wait for
simple.
that. And
Yeah,
everything's open too. I mean,
not
simple.
everything.
I
Everything.
I don't know.
Is
I don't
shopping
know.
stores open? Like,
In my neighborhood, it is like the sneaker stores are open now, and I'm like, it's
where are you?
lit. Yonkers.
Oh, okay. I'm in the Bronx.
Oh,
I
okay. So
think.
yeah, you come through. Come through. Like, everything's open. Come out here.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize. See, I'm late. I didn't know.
Yeah, like Cross County. Shout out to everybody in here. Shout out Hayes Millie, Billboard, Batty. Yes,
Yo, Hayes Millie, what's going on, bro? I'm sorry. He said, "Do you guys read the comments?" That's
I
a
do.
rapper. I actually collabed with him years ago. Years
Yes,
ago, Hayes Millie. Shout out to Hayes Millie, yo. It's been a minute. My
yes. I
bad.
remember. I know that song. I like that song actually.
Oh, you
Um,
know?
yeah, lately, right? Was that the
Yeah.
song? Yeah,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
it's funny though because I did not connect that you were the artist on that song until just now. I promise you, I did not. And then I'm like, prom night lately. Got it.
Uh huh. And I mixed that song too. Yo, that's crazy.
The morning, right? So it gives everybody intro into your mind and how important it is for you to make it out. So I gotta find out from you. Did this quarantine change your thoughts in terms of like your drive at all, or did you ever have like any doubt, or were you still like, no, I got this? You know what I mean?
Well, the quarantine definitely. I feel like my drive definitely changed. Like I've been more like how you call it. How can I say? I've been more open. I should say I've been more open. Thinking of new ideas because
Mhm.
you have nothing else better to do right now. Just think of new ideas and new plans. And I always said after this album, I'm gonna branch out to different things. Like I'm not gonna be just focused mainly on music. So like I just started this like IG talk show, almost like this.
Nice.
Yeah, it's called Nightcap with Prom, and it's spelled with a K because prom night get it.
Oh,
Branding.
I love that.
Yeah, so we just talk like we are right now, having a conversation. Just drinking wine, whatever you want to drink, and just having convo. So that talk show could potentially turn into like a podcast. So you never know.
Yeah,
So I'm just creating new ways. 'Cause out of this, when this whole thing is over, you never know what you get. Yourself into the Tory Lanes. You know.
that's
So
true. Tory Lane, I was definitely surprised that he was able to win. I'm gonna call it just win in general during this quarantine. I was
oh,
like,
he was winning in this. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, yo, you bodied quarantine. Like, what?
Did he get an offer on MTV for quarantine quarantine talk whatever quarantine radio?
Oh,
His
I don't
his
even
little
know.
IG thing he was doing a quarantine. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, yeah, I think quarantine radio, something like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, I think MTV offered him like an actual show for that.
Wow,
If I'm not mistaken. So look, see
anything
this
could
thing,
happen.
anything can happen. This thing have made some good outcomes. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact. So I wanted to get a little bit into your mind. So first of all, come home. I love the fact that, come home versus come over. I love the
Hmm.
concept. So you got Bobby Whitney, Bonnie Clyde. This song gives a desire for a real, true relationship. So
Hmm.
what do you think it takes for the average male to switch up, to want to start a home instead of just having females come over?
Mm. Well, that song, like I said, come home versus come over. It's almost like when you're dealing with someone, and
Mm-hmm.
you're in a talking stage, dating stage, you know, you come over to that person's house, they come into your house, whatever, yeah, fucking around. But now you want to take it to the next level, you know, I guess, you know, move in now. Now you want to come home. Like, you know, you're
Right.
waiting for them now. You always with them, almost like a marriage in a way. So,
Gotcha.
but you have to make sure, you know, that person, the one, the connection with you, the vibe, and you just know for sure, like, yeah, I'm not fucking with nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not everyone's gonna come home. So it gotta be that one
that's a
special
fact.
person that you want, you know, to come home. Be wifey, hubby, whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I love that. I thought that was dope because I feel like a lot of songs nowadays they don't talk about concepts like that anymore. It's more like in the 90s back in the day they were more into that. Now, you know,
Exactly.
it's like 50-50 if
And
you get it.
yeah, I love '90s music, and that's what inspired most of my songs. The lyrics too. You know, it's very how you call it? It's simple in a way, just like how the '90s was. Straightforward, straight to the point. You know, have a
Right.
story behind it, storytelling and things like that. So
That's so true. That's one of my questions, but I don't want to ask you that just yet. So I just wanted to do a follow-up question to that. Who's your relationship goal? Like if you could pick one couple where
mm,
you could be like, yo, that's what I want.
I never actually thought about that. Um, mm, Honestly, I don't even know. I know everyone would say Beyonce and Jay Z, but you know what that is goes out. But you, yeah,
Yeah.
Beyonce and Jay Z,
Yeah,
yeah,
right. I'm like, kind of. Minus the
yeah,
elevator scene, you know, they kind of good.
yeah. But everyone goes through their ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? But having someone you could build an empire with,
Hmm.
you know, that's what's up. Like
Yeah.
Lucius and Cookie Line from Empire.
Man, they got a lot of drama too, but I
A
see where you're going
lot,
with that.
yeah. I like it. You know, I like a little drama sometimes. It keeps things alive and strong. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be perfect all the time.
That's true. Especially if they come back together, it means so much more. So I
It
agree with
means
you
a
on that.
lot more. I swear the feeling is like different, different energy.
Yeah. Prom night. Why do you have no eye?
There's no I in team. Period. That's
Hey.
literally, literally, and I didn't come up with the name Prom Night. Like I had my homie Sheen Cloth. He's a rapper too. He's dope.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually, cause my name before Prom Night, FYI, this it used to be Sylvester.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Wiz, some fake name,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't like my real name, so I created Sylvester J Wiz. So we were thinking about finding a new name for me that's more like for branding purposes. So I'm like, I want more of like a name that stands out. So we was going through different names. We had like Sooner Than Later. We wanted something like a band name, like almost like a Par Next Door kind of thing in weekend, something
Nice.
that people enjoy. So that's what I wanted. So I'm like, so then he came up Prom Night because I was Prom Prince, and he came up with Prom Night. I'm like Prom Night. At first I was like, that's weird. But then I was like, prom night. I kept saying it and came. I'm like, yo, this is actually fire. So I was like, yo, I'll make it all caps, one word, and I'm gonna take the I out. You know what I'm saying? Because we both came up with this. There's no I in team. So, and I
That's
wanted to
true.
stand out anyways. And I put the K in there because it's supposed to be for night, like the Warriors. And I'm a
Mm-hmm.
fighter, so it's about fighting for whatever you believe in, and that's what the whole nightlife movement is about as well. So that's how the whole name came about, and
All tied
why there's no
together.
I. Shout out to Whitney A. Whitney.
Yeah, I was like, wait, there's no I in here. Okay, okay.
Some people, a lot of people, a lot of people would say like they used to jack. Like I'm trying to like jack the weekend. Took out the N. No, he took out the
The
E.
E. Yeah. Man,
But
people actually said that to you? Sheesh.
I get compared to the weekend all the time. All the up to this day, I'm like still like I don't think my music even sound like him. But I understand. He's one of my inspiration anyways. Like one of my influences. So it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, well, that's not a bad comparison at all,
Mm-mm.
technically. So that's kind of good.
Yeah.
So I want to get into like Secret Lover because you do some Usher sampling, which I think is really dope. You know, especially if you grew up in the '90s, definitely a vibe. Do you feel like that's more of a common thing amongst millennials or older generations? The whole Secret Lover concept.
No, right now, millennials, yes, definitely. We all have secret lovers. I have a secret lover. You know, everyone.
I'm like, oh, you just admitted that like out loud. Okay. I'm like, you're not worried.
No, that song is real shit. I wasn't even gonna put it on the album, but I'm like, nah, this is supposed to be don't get no realness. Put it on the album because that's some real shit. I've been in situations where I've wanted someone that I knew I could have had, and most of the time, I usually like that. I don't know. I like a challenge, you know.
Yeah.
And when you play hard to get, when I know I can't have you, it's like now you putting me to work. Like, you know what I mean? It is harder. Like once you get it, it's like you earned it. You know what I mean? So I don't know,
That's true.
but it's
Okay.
definitely. I think a lot of people have secret lovers. Honestly, a lot of people be fooling around. Every, I tell you, I'm not saying there's no faithful people out there, but like, you know, I don't know. I ain't want to talk too much on that.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to get nobody in trouble. You have a great range of versatility on the project,
Yeah,
and you were talking about some of your influences. So, who are your top five R&B music artists of all time?
her, her,
Mm.
twice.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I'm like, all right, you really love
of
her.
all
Okay.
time, of all time. Okay, okay. Cause my list changes. Like if you mean like as of late or just all time. So if you
All
say all
time.
time, I'm gonna say Aaliyah.
Mm.
Aaliyah. My top influence of all time. Aaliyah. I don't have a top five. Aaliyah, The Weeknd,
Hmm.
Janae Eiko, her, um, Rihanna.
Nice. You hit five
Um.
already, but you keep going.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
killed it already. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
love
they
Aaliyah.
yeah they inspired most of my sound and of course the '90s, but Aaliyah is the reason why I even started pursuing a music career in the first place.
Seriously?
Yeah, definitely. Um, I didn't start off making music. I was always a creative, all around
Hmm.
creative. Like I used to design, website building, message boards,
Oh, cool.
just anything creative for me to express myself creatively. But music is something that I started picking up on.
Hmm.
Like I had a roommate with my cousin. She always used to jam to Aaliyah all the time, every day. Like I was young too, so that's how I started picking up on Aaliyah, and also Britney Spears, old Britney Spears. That's how I started picking up on Aaliyah, and her one in a million, right, was the first song that I've actually written. 'Cause back then you can't really search the lyrics, so
Right.
I actually wrote her songs, and then I would sing them, and then that's kind of how I started writing my own music. You know what I'm saying? Like I see the how you pretty much how you set up the lyrics or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's how I started writing music, Color Her, and then I don't know. Then I just started getting inspired by seeing all these artists and celebrities. I go through the award shows, interviews, their lifestyle. Like I wanted a lifestyle like that back in the day,
Hmm.
how it used to be. That's what kind of made me want to like pursue music career. Like I want to do some shit like that. So I just started picking up on Aaliyah.
That's true. And I think Aaliyah definitely was like a trendsetter for real. Like I at that
She's
point I
definitely a
wanted
trendsetter. She is
yeah, I wanted a snake. I've always wanted to take a picture with a snake because of Aaliyah. And then I got older and I was like, okay, wait, no,
legendary.
no, I don't. But yeah,
Legendary.
fire.
If you see my video Such a Fool, it's inspired
Hmm.
by Aaliyah.
Yeah, that's so
Back
dope.
and forth, and the song with R. Kelly. If you like, I think I posted it. Like I was putting the pictures next to the video. We see the car scene
Hmm.
coming out the smoke. I had my homies behind me. I had the 90. It was a vibe. That's one of my favorite videos. And she was actually in it too, Whitney.
Oh, that's fire.
Um,
Shout out to Whitney.
yeah, my
Okay.
little Indian earrings. Yeah.
No, those are hard though. Like you don't make them or nothing, right? You
I actually
find
had
stuff.
I had it made for me. One of my family friends, she gave it to me as a gift. Somebody made it for her. She gave it to me as a gift. I'm like, oh, I like this. You know what I'm saying? She gave it to
Mm.
me. That ever since when I rocked it, I got so much compliment. I never seen nobody with it. I'm like, yo, this could be like a part of my little, signature. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
why ever since I always have it.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's actually why I asked you that. I was like, I've never seen
Yeah,
that. So
it's
I'm
an
like,
air
maybe you
cuff.
make it. Oh, that's so dope.
Yeah, it's an air cuff, man. Hmm.
Oh, I like it. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So All Love, that's actually one of my favorite records on the whole project. All
Shout
Love
out to
would
Dylan
be
St.
mine.
John.
So I just wanted to know for you, did you have classes growing up, or like how did you just start singing? Like you just heard Aaliyah or something and you
That's what I'm
just tried?
saying. Because
That's it?
I kid you not, I don't think, I don't know. I didn't use. Let me rewind. In the beginning, I did not know how to sing. At the time, I thought I did. Like I would always sing. Like people would be
Mm-hmm.
downstairs outside my building, telling me to shut up. I'd be singing. I swore I could sing. And then here's how I started creating my own music. You know, I had a MySpace music page.
Oh, right. Those were lit.
Right. So obviously I ain't doing no studio. Me being creative as usual. And when you're like when you're struggling, when you're poor, you don't have money like that, you get creative. So I had took the headphones. I had the headphones. I used it as my mic, and I put it next to the speakers, and I kind of recorded just like that, my
That's
voice over the
crazy.
beat. You know what I mean? Just trying something out. But I did it for myself. But then I really started thinking it sounded good. So I'm like, oh. Then I started letting my friends hear it, my neighbors hear it, like, yo, how this sound? I'd be harassing them. And they freaking liars. I know they don't sound good, but at the time, it made me feel good.
They were supporting you, right?
Yeah, they were supporting me. They would listen to it in the kitchen, have their headphones on. I love it though. I love it though. Um, and then I started putting on MySpace music. You know what I'm saying? It got a little cute plays and stuff like that. But that's pretty much how I recorded it. But yeah, so I never had singing classes. You just notice like every time you ask me something, I'm always rambling somewhere else.
That is totally
Peep game,
fine.
peep game. So no, I never had voice classes at all. Never had professionally trained at all. Like I feel like I want it. A lot of people said don't get it. You kind of create your own way of singing. You don't want to sound like everyone else, the same kind of runs and stuff. But I still want it because I want to know how to control my runs better. It's a lot more like sing better through breathing. It's a lot I want to learn with singing. So I just sing how I feel.
Yeah, and honestly, I really like your voice. I don't feel like you need, you know what I mean? Like the training. I guess there's no harm in doing better, but like, yeah, your voice is great.
But when I perform live, I want to make sure I eat it up. You know what I'm saying? With no hesitation. You know what I mean? And most shows that I do, like I never go to mic check. And that's
Really?
horrible. Yeah, that's horrible. It's not because I think I got this. No, it's just I never
Yeah, it's
make it.
not good. Yeah. It's
It's
a
just that I never make
surprise.
it. Yeah, exactly. So exactly, you go on stage, you know how the mic is. You just whatever, you can luck it out. But I feel like if I had voice training though, whatever I'm at, I could just blow whatever it is. So I feel like I'm more of a recording artist. I can make good music. I can make great music. You know what I mean? But I want to be able to sell out arenas and do a great job, just like my records. You know,
Mm-hmm. No, that's huge. Okay, yeah, that's a goal. That it's good though that you pay attention to stuff like that because I think a lot of times artists don't like they just worry about the recording, but they don't understand it's like different when you're out on stage
it's
versus
definitely different. Like I said,
yeah.
I'm introverted too, so I get stage fright
Oh, you do?
all the
Okay.
time. So most of the time when I'm performing, I'm lit. I'm lit. I'm by the bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm lit. It kind of helped me just loosen
Calm
up.
down. Yeah, like you're not thinking about nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's.
try to, yeah.
No, you try to what?
I try to challenge myself to like, okay, I'm gonna do this show. Like I had a show and I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna drink nothing. But smoking though, worse. I know people like they vibe, and nah, not me. Like I get paranoid when I smoke weed, especially out in public,
Oh yeah,
around
that's
a
not
bunch of
good.
strangers and stuff like that.
Mm.
I tried it once on stage. I was performing in the strip club, and I was out of it. I was shaking in my fucking like just
Oh
weed, no
no.
drink, nothing, just weed, and it was
Wow.
horrible.
And what about your voice? Because you're hitting like so many
And that
notes.
too, and I do a lot of falsetto as well. So it's like a lot of people say they smoke weed in the studio. I don't know
Yeah.
how. I can't do it. I tried it once, and it took me like an hour to really get it together. An hour to really
Wow.
get it together because my voice was dry as shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a lot going on. So that's why I learned not smoking weed before no performances and no recorded studio. I swear. Sometimes though, sometimes depends, but performing
Right.
no.
I don't blame you though, because weed, I don't. Yeah, me and weed is not friends, but it's okay. So I'm gonna show
Oh
that
yeah,
way. So I wanted to ask you the visual for Free, right? Why was it important for you to make a music video to
for
that
free.
particular song? Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so pretty much, the video was supposed to go a whole different route, honestly, but during this whole quarantine, we still
Mm-hmm.
had to keep it, at a minimum. So this was supposed to be a quarantine version of Free, and I was supposed to shoot the actual official version for Free. But I loved it so much that I was like, you know what, this could be the official. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to have a model and things like that. But Free is more so about me just letting myself go free, like not holding back on anything, owning to my truth. And a lot of people don't know what free is about, you know what I'm saying? But it's about like
Mm-hmm.
meeting someone that kind of change your perspective on life and just want you to like see things more clear, be open. Who cares about what others got to say? I just want to be free with you. You made me feel free. You made me feel myself. You made me feel like I don't need to care about what other people may think. I just want to be in my vibe, comfortable, and just do me, you know what I mean? So
Right. That's
that's
dope.
what yeah, so I really wanted to do like a video. Like it was gonna be crazy, like the official video, but it didn't happen. And I guess it didn't happen for a reason, you know,
Right.
for a reason. I don't know if I was ready for all that, yet, but
I'm not gonna ask you what it was because I feel like you could totally reuse this concept for something else later on, and I don't want you to tell it because I feel like it's probably something super super dope.
exactly, I want it to be a surprise, so I don't want to even say it all out on
Yeah, I'm
air.
like, don't say it. I can feel the vibe already. I'm like, keep it, and then when you release it, let me know. This was what Free was supposed to be.
This right. This is exactly what I was. This is the message that I was, because it was a specific message that I wanted to show in the
Hmm.
video, But I hope this shows something. So, at the end of the video, when I started taking off my clothes and stuff like that,
Hmm.
that's pretty much just me stripping off all the negative energy, all the backlash, everything, and just become me, unapologetic me. This is me, no hat, no nothing, whatever, just me. So,
Nice.
so I had to flip the concept a little bit, but
Yeah.
it still meant the same thing, you know.
Exactly. And that's what I love. Like every artist that still kept on the grind, that did not stop, that stayed focused. I admire that because I know it's not easy for a lot of people. For you, I feel like it was easier for you than most stuff.
Oh yeah. In the beginning, I was like, I was in shock. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, my anxiety was shooting in the air. I don't know what's going on. Like, I was confused more so. I was just
Right.
confused. Like, what? I mean, nothing didn't make sense. Nothing did not make any
Yeah.
sense. So, but
To to me, I feel like that's the best thing about humans, how we adapt. Because I think all of us, especially in New York, we was like, uh oh. But
yeah.
then, now we're
Oh,
like,
yeah, especially New
okay.
York. What? And mind you, we
Mm-hmm.
had it the worst.
Right. And all we do is run. Like, we don't stay inside. Like, inside for
Right.
what?
Right.
So that
Right. So
was
I was I was
insane.
I was curious too. I'm like, I could say I wonder if summertime. I'm like, summertime. No one is not being quarantined. Nobody's quarantined. Not in New
Exactly.
York. Like you can't keep New Yorkers like jail, like we from in jail or some shit. You cannot keep us in at
Right.
all.
And New York summers are the best. I don't care what nobody say. Like, you need to
Oh
be in New
yeah.
York during the
I'm trying
summer.
to get out of New York though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying to get out of New York. Like
Are you
I
about to
want.
say
I want
Atlanta?
I was planning a trip to Atlanta, actually, but now this whole COVID shit is jumping the back again, and they're gonna start
Hmm.
doing restrictions. I'm like, damn. But yeah, I wanted to go. I never been in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So that was my plan for this year. I wanted to travel around. That's what I was gonna do. Travel around this year, but like I said,
Quarantine.
yeah,
I think you're gonna love Atlanta though. Just throwing it out there. I love Atlanta too.
yeah. I have friends
To
who
be honest.
who be out there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, yeah, I want to go out there for a week. Just get away.
Yeah, yeah, you're
With
gonna
some
love it.
friends. Yeah.
I like to guess what things mean sometimes, but if I have the chance to meet with the artist, I want to definitely ask, right? So skits are very rare. So I'm very happy that you put like a skit in there and it was peaceful, calming, right? But you end it with, "Where's their God? There I am," right? So what did that mean to you?
So speaking of, so that skit too, I didn't write that skit personally.
Mm.
So yeah, so I was I wanted something in there just to give good energy. So I found that see, and they didn't have any artist name because I would have corrected them too. But I was looking up like positive messages and things like that. So that's where I got that, and I read it, you know. But definitely, I didn't write that. But I wanted to just give us, like I said, good energy from the album. You know what I mean? Because the album's like sexy, romantic, and stuff like that. But I just wanted to like come collect, like, all right, let's focus real quick, and then let's get back to the music. You know,
Ah, gotcha. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was like, so let me ask. Okay.
it's a good
So
poem, right? I like it.
yeah, it was good, but I was just like trying to figure it out because I was like, I didn't expect that. So I thought it was cool because it was like a different edge, you know what I mean? Like,
I was
for
kind of confused at the end too, where this God is me.
yeah, I'm like, are you God? I was trying to understand it, and then you like your answer. I was like, okay, I get it because you did technically, you got it from
And
like another artist.
a lot of people say they're God. Like everyone has their own God. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, I
Maybe
know
we can
because
get into
it's a
that.
tough conversation to have. I know.
Yeah.
I've been having that conversation with people lately, and it's so funny because if y'all not on the same page, then it's like
Right,
you
you
don't know where
know,
to
I
go.
try to avoid comedy like that. I said it on my platform too. I'm like, I don't like to talk about political shit sometimes, religion shit. Like, I just try to keep it very, you know, because that's a deep, deep combo, you
Yeah, that's
know.
so true.
Yeah.
That's true. So let's get into let's go into ride or die, right? So what do you think are three things that proves a girl to be a ride or die?
Someone that will always hold it down no matter what past. If you have a bad past, they're willing to work with it and they're willing to
Hmm.
help you just become a better person. You know what I'm saying? And not judging you. That's one. Well, I said two. Not judging you right up. Two would be someone. Uh, I guess someone that you can run, someone that you can run to
Hmm.
when things aren't going as planned, when things aren't going your way, or you feel like attacked, or you feel sad, or whatever. Someone you can go to, and someone you can go to and vent and talk about anything. Literally, no hold backs.
Nice.
You don't have to hide anything, you know, because they're not going to judge you. You know what I'm saying? So they will just, you know, help you get your mind clear, you know, level headed. And three, I don't know. What do you think?
Um, for me, the biggest one for me was judging, to be honest. And you had already
Yeah,
said that because if I could be weird around you and you can handle that, I'm with it.
exactly. That's my ride or die right there. Like, we do everything together. We fight together. You know what I'm saying? We have beef together. You know what I'm saying? We love together. You know what I'm saying? You have a best friend. That's our best friend. You know, that's just your partner.
Hmm.
Your ride or die is supposed to be
Exactly.
your. It's supposed to be your partner. Partner in crime. Partner in everything.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, see, I like to ask like those questions that make you think, even though it's your lyrics, but you know what I mean? It's like a
Yeah, yeah.
different angle to
Of
it.
course. Right, right.
Yes. So now the funny part about Jokes on You, right? So I was listening to it and I was like, hmm, did it feel good to make this record? I liked it. I liked where you was going with this, but I feel like that's a record I would play for somebody. You know what I mean? Like
I love that record. Just love the vibe of that record. That's one of the first record I wrote. I mean, that
on a
I
project.
recorded. Yeah. That's one of the
Nice.
first record I wrote that record last year. And it's funny because I have a song called Such a Fool. So it's like, okay, I feel like a fool, but now joke's on you now because now you know I don't know. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
a yeah.
What was that like for you? Like, was it from a certain? So it was from a specific situation.
So in the lyrics, it didn't happen mainly like that. You know, I try to create just a nice vibey song. But I've been in a situation where I feel like, you know, almost like I told you so kind of thing, like you feel like you fucked me over, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Now you go to the next person and it's almost like karma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you try to use this person, try to get at me, think you glowing, think you leveling up. and things like that. But then the end, you know what I'm saying? You looking stupid.
That's a
You know what I mean?
fact.
So that's why pretty much like jokes on you. You had everything. Like when I say you had everything around, I mean when we was with each other, you had everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got what you wanted. You was loved. You know what I'm saying? You was treated how you supposed to be treated. And now you felt the need to, I guess it can come in different ways to cheat with somebody else, and then you get caught, and then you wind up using that person, I guess, trying to, I guess, get back at you for your past. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So you're focused on the past. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to get me from the past, and then now it's like this is where it led you. You know what I mean? You was in a good space. So your
Yeah.
pride and your ego got you all fucked up. So now the joke's on you. You live and learn. You live and you learn.
I'm not gonna lie, it is hard for a lot of women to let it go. Like, even if something happened in the past and they say I forgive you, second you do something else, then it's like, remember when you that's a fact.
Right, right,
That's a
right.
fact. They don't ever actually
They
let it
use it
go.
as an excuse too, like
Mm-hmm.
of why they did it. Like,
In the arsenal, that's a fact.
hmm
I'm not saying I'm any different. I was just throwing it out
they do
there.
it happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I used to do it too.
Yeah,
You do it too. Shit.
yeah, that's true. So I love that song because I was listening to that song. I was like, I feel like this song felt
You
good
play
to
that
me.
song. We play that song like a revenge song. You know what I'm saying? Jokes on
Yeah.
you. You know,
Hey. I love
laughing
it.
and shit.
Yo, so Rescue Me, he was like, I need a change of scenery, right?
And that's what. I pretty much was just saying that too earlier on
Exactly. I'm like,
travel. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, so is your ideal place? I don't want to say Atlanta because you haven't been there. So where would prom
I,
night's ideal place be?
Atlanta's not my ideal place, but that's one of the places I always wanted to visit when I was young. I don't know why. I don't know why, because that's where a lot of celebrities blew up at the time when I
Mm,
started pursuing music. I'm like, I want to go to Atlanta because everyone blows up from there. Like, so I know a lot of opportunities out there for me. So that's why I always wanted to live in Atlanta, visit there, and see what's going on. You
right.
know, but my ideal place, my ideal place is LA. I want to visit LA.
Nice.
I do want to visit LA, but then like my mood changed for that now. The energy for LA is like weird. It's in a weird time right now. So it's like,
Yeah,
everything I wanted to do is like I'm looking at it different now.
that's true.
You know what I'm
2020
saying?
is that not the vision year. Be
It's
honest.
not. But even before 2020, so much, like as I'm growing and realizing and observing, I'm like, yo, this is the life I really want to live. Like I always tell myself that, can I handle this life, this fame? Like if I can handle a famous life, like really being out there. If I'm a person that I don't like when everyone's in my business. I'm very discreet in my situation, everything, and I'm always caring what others think. I hate negativity, hate it. So,
Hmm.
and you're gonna get that, when you get bigger. So that's why I always ask myself, like, can I really handle this? But something about it continues to, make me
Keep you
wanna
going.
keep going.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Honestly, it's probably just the music. I just want to make music, make a living off of music, whatever I want to do. You know what I mean? It don't have to be just music. But
Hmm.
I'm starting to learn how to handle certain things, dealing with certain things, not taking things personal. Just really trying. I'm really, really trying. Like I always have, I be ranting sometimes on social media. 'Cause I'm always feeling away about something because
Yeah.
I don't like fakery, and I'm one person that like will call you out on your shit. Like I'm I'm just, I'm very blunt. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to like learn how to like not take things serious and just really ignore shit and just avoid whatever. Just avoid all negative and just move on. Focus on the positive only. Because you're gonna
Hmm.
have negativity all the time. Everything. Haters. Just focus on the positivity. So I'm learning day by day.
You
I feel like
know,
I'm getting better.
I love this because I'm just like that. I'm not gonna hold you. During the quarantine, like one of my videos went viral, and my closest friends can tell you I was so emotional. I was like, I don't know why people keep saying so many like mean things to me. I just all I did was ask the questions. Like and they looking at me like, you supposed to have thick skin by now. And I'm like, you don't
You gotta have thick
understand.
skin in this business, right?
Yeah, so I feel happy. Like, not that you feel how I feel, but at least I'm not the only person over here. Like, I
You're
don't know
definitely
if I
not.
want it to go any bigger than this. Like, I'm like, I don't think I even want it, to be
I
honest.
have I have artist friends who give me advice all the time, you know what I'm saying? And they felt the same way as well. I'm like, so I do feel better that I'm not the
Mm-hmm.
only one. I'm not crazy, you know what I mean? But
Right.
it's just it's a choice that we're making. This is what we're gonna do. So you gotta face
Deal with
whatever
it.
comes, you know what I'm saying? Face whatever's gonna come with that. And if you're willing, and you know what I'm saying? But there's crazy people out there though. Like these people are crazy. These trolls, everything. Like, I think people just just wants to be mean. Like that's their
Yeah,
job. Like they're
they
getting
do.
paid to be mean. Like it's like I just don't understand.
And you know what makes me angry? When you click a troll's page, there ain't no subscribers, ain't no pictures, ain't nothing. So it's like, who you mad at? Nobody.
Yo, it be those no profile picture, nothing. I'm like, so you need to just create a dummy account. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Just to talk your shit.
Right, exactly. And like you want to say something, but then you gonna look crazy because
I wouldn't
people
even
know
waste
who you
time on
are.
those. I don't waste time on those. Like
Right.
clearly,
It's
clearly you
like,
didn't have the balls to do behind your regular account. So you had to create a dummy account to hate. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
To hate.
Oh, this is good. I'm right. We need a forum for this. That I'm not the only person. This is great. I'm sorry. I feel better right now. Uh,
I had this one time I had uploaded my last EP called Kids on my YouTube. And I swear to you, it had to be one person literally went to each song and clicked on thumbs down. Thumb I'm like, wait,
that's
nah.
so annoying. Like, really,
Nah.
every
Like
so
I know there's a hater and I know there's people like they genuinely twice don't fuck with it. But that's a hater. Like that's just different. There's a
exactly.
difference. That's a
That's
hater move.
petty too. I don't
That's
understand how people do
petty.
that. I'm like, yo, you had nothing to do today. You wanted to go. You had to click each link, then go down, hit. You had to sign into your account. On top of that,
I want to know if they're getting paid for real. Like, are they really getting paid for this?
imagine.
Because it's like, damn, they so dedicated. Like, it's crazy.
Right? So, I do want to ask you on the project for you, what is your most meaningful record to yourself?
Free, Rescue Me, and Ride or Die. Ride or
Okay.
Die, top one. That's my favorite record on the project. One of my favorite records. Ride or
Why is
Die.
that?
Because that's something that's exactly what I want. I want a ride or die who's gonna set me for me. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? I want to be me. I just want to be me and not be judged for it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Um, I think part of the lyrics too. I just want to be held close, hold on tight, and say everything's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? So cause I go through, like I said, I go through my moments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very emotional person. I'm a Libra. You know, I could be, bipolar, mood swings and shit like that. But I'm very emotional. My mood could be fucked up, and
Mm-hmm.
I just be in my bag. You know what I mean? So I go through shit. So that's why I wrote that song because it's just like I want to be able to talk to somebody because I can't really talk to everybody. You know, not even sometimes not even your friends. You know, you just want somebody to understand. But I feel like someone have to experience what you're experiencing to
Get
actually
it.
understand and get it. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So a ride or die is someone that I know. That's another one too. If you a ride or die could be someone that gone through the same shit you had, so they can understand you better because they
Hey,
live
I
that.
like
You know what
that.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So ride or die. Um, Rescue Me, and I forgot the third one I said. Um,
Well, you said Ride or Die, Rescue Me, and Free.
and Free. And The Morning.
He's like, I like all my songs.
And
That's
The
a fact.
Morning. The Morning too. The Morning, I wrote that song when I was in a vulnerable state. Like it's about like waking up and hearing nonsense,
Yeah.
dreaming, just hearing bullshit all over again. You living the same thing all over again. It's a new day, now we got to go through the same shit again. You just want to get through this
Mm,
time. Because you know, when you wake up, whatever mood you're in is just going to affect the day,
yeah, the whole day.
the whole
Exactly.
day. So you want to get through the morning on a positive note. That's why I say, like, I just want to get through this. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get out. That's what that
Exactly.
song's about. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So I did want to ask you,
Looking right
what
here.
are you looking at it?
Yeah, that's how I'm looking on the list. Like, which song?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm looking on the list.
Oh wait, do you have more? That's like your fave?
No, that's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's it. Oh, you
Okay,
said
okay.
fave or what that means a lot.
Well, like meaning.
Those are
Yeah,
my
yeah,
meaningful
really
records. Yeah,
perfect. Okay.
yeah.
What do you want people to feel when they hear "Don't Get No Realer Than This"? Like, what do you want them to automatically think?
I just want them to understand me more as a person and
Mm-hmm.
really, really listen to the lyrics because this project that had like some little messages in there, subs in there, and I just really want because I feel like my music you can't just listen to it one time. You can't judge it off of one listen. I have my music is a vibe,
Mm-hmm.
definitely,
Definitely
but
is your
yeah.
voice.
So when you but when you listen to more than once, you kind of understand, like you actually feel it more. Like, yo, this record is really fire. Like you get
Yeah.
into it now. Like you get into the meaning of it. So free wasn't supposed to be my first single. You know what I'm saying? My management team was like, nah, this is kind of too slow. But you see, because that's a song that makes you think, and music nowadays,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
You don't know what they're
So
saying, so
you know what I mean? It's just noise. It's noise. A vibe. But Free was a personal song. So I was like, but this is what Don't Get Gorilla in this is. So I want this to be the leading single. You know what I'm saying? This is like a movement. You know what I mean? So really listen to the lyrics. I just want people to feel, listen to the lyrics, and understand me more as a person in prom night.
that's dope. Well, I do want to say that your voice is really, really amazing.
Thank you. Yo,
You're
I
welcome.
hate hearing myself sometimes. I
Yo,
hate,
we're
yo,
so similar. It's so weird because I'm telling you, I don't watch my interviews unless I have to edit them, and
yo.
I do have to edit them, so I have to.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't
That's
like it.
crazy. I hate it too. Like I did the first episode of Nightcap with Prom,
Hmm.
and I watched it. Like that's my first time doing it. So like I said, I'm shy as fuck. Like I was freaking out too. But I have a wine. I was vibing.
Yeah,
But when I
exactly.
went back to watch it, I was cringing as fuck. I was like, oh my god, I did horrible. I didn't want to watch it no more. Like I kept skipping. I'm like, that's it. I'm out. Before I start
Yeah,
overthinking, I'm gonna start overthinking, and I'm gonna get discouraged. I'm like, yo, I almost like, yo, I don't know if I can do this.
yeah. I still like. I've been doing it for years. I still feel some type of way, but I watch me,
You're
but I don't want
great,
to. Thank you. I know. It's like certain times my voice will be like, "Ew, why it went up like that?" Or like,
right?
nah.
You
I
know what I'm
mean, no, you
saying?
don't understand. Like, I'd be in the same boat. I'd be like, "Bruh, I could have did better."
Yo, I'm the same way. I just be cringing at myself. I don't, and that's what I'm saying too. Like, I have a hard time just accepting me, like just
Hmm.
embracing me. So that's one thing about this album too. Why it's so special for me because I'm just like, this is the movement. It don't get no realer than this. This is me. I'm gonna give you all of me. So
Right.
it's not just a title; it's really a movement. Everything I'm doing after this album is just based off that. It's a new era for me. I'm just gonna be, you know. So also I'm learning to like just really just appreciate myself. I want to watch myself like without feeling like oh my god,
Yeah,
like
that's.
just try to find it confident.
Hmm. Well, it looks like we're the same person, so that's really cool. I found like, uh, I guess industry twin, music twin. I don't know.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm
What's your
like
sign?
Sag.
Wow,
Yeah, I'm
that's
like I think Sag and Libra is like yeah, like the same.
you know I ain't gonna
Anyway,
hold. Never mind. I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna say.
wait,
I'll.
we only got 2 minutes, so I want to hear it before it expires.
Never mind. That's not even important.
Okay,
But
all right.
Sag is always the best, the coolest. When they always, you know what I'm saying. But Sag is my least favorite sign. I gotta say that it is. I have experience with Sag. I have experience with Sag too much. That
I
I'm
know,
convinced. You
I
know what I'm
get
saying?
it.
But they all like super super dope. Like you could be best friends with them. They keep it real though. It just their downside. The other side is like I can't really fuck with it. but not everyone. I don't think everyone is like that. These are male Sag I'm talking about.
Oh,
My
okay,
female
okay.
Sag though, we're fine. Male Sag I'm talking about.
Oh,
And it is a
okay,
different.
okay.
It is a difference.
Yeah, I know. Well, my
Oh,
family
you
are
must be an
male
odd sign.
Sages. Yes, yes. I yeah.
Dope, dope.
Nah, that's super cool though. I'm really happy that we got to do this interview and talk about your music, and that I got to get into your mind because, like I said, the lyrics are dope. Your voice is amazing.
Thank
Um,
you, thank you.
yes, thank you for making that type of music. You know, like that we don't get to hear as often. And I say it, I already know who I would sign if I had a record label. So if I create one, I'm gonna bother you. So anyway, where can people find your music?
Everywhere, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. You
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, you know.